Okay guys, this video is about 5 habits to level up your life now. These are small habits, they're bite-sized, but they're huge. And we're gonna start off from the smaller, and as we go down to the 5th one, it's gonna get bigger and bigger and more explosive, and you'll see why as we get there. What these 5 steps are about is about you reeling your life force in. Let's talk about getting centered and grounded. And for the sake of this video, imagine that you and I only each have $100 of life force to spend each day. That's it. Every day you get $100 of life force. What are you going to spend your life force on, and whom will you be spending your life force on? So keep that in the back of your mind as we go. And let's start with habit number 1. And for me, habit number 1 is waking up early. I love waking up early because I'm up before everybody else. It gives me time to be quiet. It gives me time to meditate. It gives me time for prayer. And sometimes I'm up at 5 a.m. Once in a while I get up earlier than that. And when I do, I'm in the hot tub 3:30 or 4 in the morning. And even downtown in the heart of my small town, it's quiet. It's unbelievable. It's like I just feel so connected to spirit, source, higher mind. So I recommend that you wake up early, even if you don't think you're a morning person. Habit number 2 is clean your house, clean your office, clean your car. Again, maybe this is something I'm a little lucky on. Carol loves keeping a clean house. For the most part, our house is pretty much impeccable almost all of the time. I keep my pickup truck clean a lot of the time, and my office space is impeccable most of the time also. And it goes back to that word of impeccable. It's about, can you create a blank space for yourself that's not littered, that's not distractive, that's not full of detritus, but it's blank and clear and quiet and meditative. It will help you stay centered and grounded. So if you're someone who doesn't naturally already do that, that's what I recommend. And here we are, we're gonna step it up a little bit. The 3rd habit is the practice of saying no. Successful people are, as a rule, very good at saying no to other people, other opportunities, other ideas. And it's about, I'm going to stay in my lane. I know what I'm up to. I know what my mission is, and I'm going to box myself in. I'm not going to get distracted by all these other social events or activities, or I want to be part of that, and I want to be part of this. It's to what degree can I respect the fact that I've got $100 of life force, I've got 24 hours in the day, and to what degree am I going to box myself in, structure myself, and stay focused on the things that I've already said are important to me. So the habit of saying no is a powerful practice. And then here we are, we're going to really step it up here, going into habit number 4, which is do not judge other people. This means no gossip. This means you don't get to be jealous. This means you don't get to compare yourself to other people. This is huge. Again, it's like, is my business here in my lane, in my shell, or is my business over there wondering what they're doing and telling a story about them? And the most succinct way I can put this is, to the degree that you or I are in a conversation of shame, blame, and guilt about other people, to the extent that we are living in a world of shame and blame and guilt, that world and that conversation is incompatible with the world and the conversation of the higher self. And so to the extent that you and I want access to higher self, source, God, the universe, we need to leave behind this low vibration conversation, this low level world of shame, blame, and guilt. And this is an entire video, maybe even an entire video series by itself, but I'll leave it at that. Just notice when you're shaming and blaming and guilting other people. Notice when you're doing it to yourself. We all do it to ourselves as much as anybody else does it to us? And can you practice, ongoingly practice setting aside that kind of conversation and stepping into a higher self conversation? And then number 5 is just as big. It's a practice of being non-reactive. To the extent that I allow myself to get upset by other people, I allow myself to get sucked into world events and world news, and to the extent that I can be driving around town and being pissed off because someone raced ahead and pulled in front of me. Those are all triggers, and we all know what it's like to get triggered by these things. But the important thing is they're triggers, and the upset, anytime I'm upset, the upset is within me. And the saying I have that I like to use is that nobody makes me feel anything. Unless you're poking me with a sharp stick, no one makes me feel anything. And so the key with this being non-reactive is, yeah, we're going to get triggered. I get triggered every day. You get triggered every day. But it's like to stop and wait. I'm triggered. That person might be my trigger. This event might be the trigger. This bit of news might be the trigger. But the upset, it's within me. The wound that's being triggered, that's within me. The reaction is being triggered in me. So let me take ownership. I own that I'm the one who still has that unhealed wound. I own that I'm the one being triggered. And to the degree that we can take ownership, we can step into a space of being God, source, higher mind in our own lives. And so there's other things I could put on this list. I'm going to leave it at this 5 for now. I think these are 5 huge and powerful habits to develop. It's a daily practice. Got to work on it every day. It's like exercise every day. Get a little bit better, a little bit stronger. Let me know what you think in the comments or in a DM. Would love to hear what you're doing in your own life that is the same as this or similar to this. Talk to you guys later.